Okay. Um, Bandits just made a move. This is breaking news from Trevor Hauer here at Banditland Boulevard. Um, Head scratcher, knee-jerk reaction. Um, the Buffalo Bandits have traded away forward, friend of the show, Brad McCulley, to the Vancouver Warriors. Brad McCulley is going back home to his home province of British Columbia in exchange for a second rounder in 2024 and a second rounder in 2026. My initial thoughts, I'm not sure what Chugger's smoking right now. I'm not sure what he's cooking up. Um, there are a couple outlying things, and I really didn't see Brad McCulley getting traded in 2024 on my Buffalo Bandits bingo board. I truthfully I didn't. Um, but I really thought that we have four goalies on the roster right now, and only Matt Vince gets playing time. Um, we have we get we have zero players other than maybe Ian McKay, maybe Chase Fraser that can take faceoffs. Apologize for the noise behind me. My God. Ian McKay, Chase Fraser that can take faceoffs. We don't have a Max Adler type player, but we trade away our number one physical threat, in my honest opinion, on the forward side. Nick Weiss is physical, absolutely. We got a lot of physical defensemen on the roster as well. I just don't understand this move at all. And for two number twos and one in 2026. I'm happy for Brad. I'm happy that he won a title here in Banditland last season. I'm happy that he's going back home. He's probably thrilled that he's going back home as well, and I wish him nothing but the best. Tip my cap to him because he was such a great player for the Buffalo Bandits and an absolute dog and a friend on this show. So I wish Brad nothing but the best. But, I mean, this is not trying to be offensive at all. I'm just asking Steve Dietrich, Chugger, what the hell is going on? We have nobody that can consistently win faceoffs on this team. We have four goalies on the roster. Why are you trading away our number one threat physically on offense, who was a key contributor to your secondary scoring last season when our three main starters were out and Josh Byrne, Chris Kluche, and Chase Fraser? Our main secondary scorer. Now, who's going to be your physical threat? If this is the gateway to Emerson Clark, are you kidding me? Emerson Clark played his first game against the Georgia Swarm and dropped every pass that was thrown to him. Maybe he was just inexperienced. Brad comes in next week, the week after, and faces against Colorado, scores two, gets the heavyweight player of the game, and on a random freaking Thursday at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, we get the alert that he's traded? What is up with that? I know that we're going to win games without him. I know that we have a good shot at going back to back without him. But I was a big fan of him. And I know a lot of you guys out here were big fans of him too. And I'm happy that he's going back home, but just look at the outlying facts. Four goalies on the roster. Nobody that can consistently win faceoffs until Max Adler gets back. And I don't blame Emerson Clark at all for his inexperience with the team. But we're letting a former Toronto Maple Leaf fill in Brad McCulley's shoes as far as the physicality and the physical game as a whole. I don't understand this trade. The second rounder in 2026 is that really questions that's really questioning right there. But unless he's cooking up something for maybe a three-way trade or something. Maybe he's going to trade one of those second-round picks and get something. I don't know. But Vancouver jumped out to an early good start this season, and I think for the Vancouver fans that are watching this right now, you're getting a damn good player. A damn good guy, a great guy to talk to, great guy to watch out there on the floor. He scores, he gets assists, and he fights. I mean, he's the king of like the lacrosse Gordie Howe hat trick. Our physical game outside of Priolo, Weiss, our defensemen. I'm talking forwards or transitions. Somebody's got to step up. And I think that opens the door for Emerson Clark. But, I mean, this was a guy who won a championship for your team, scored in Game 3, was a big part of the secondary scoring last year when the starters went down. This might be a knee-jerk reaction, and the reaction to this trade might age like sour milk. But I'm just wondering. Tony might have a different opinion. But I know that he messaged me earlier and said the Bandits just traded away Brad McCulley, and I'm like, what is going on? You know, we're gonna release a podcast tonight on recapping the Colorado Mammoth game and the chicken wing eating contest. So look out for that. But this is just your knee-jerk reaction to Brad McCulley getting traded to the Vancouver Warriors. Your number one physical threat gone for 2 number 2s, and one of those number 2s is in 2026. Let's just say I'm happy that we won the title last year because, man, if we lost and we just traded away our top physical threat, that sucks. But we won it. Banner's hanging right there. Can never take it away. Somebody's got to step up now. Not sure what the trade is, and I know the Bandits are going to rally. I don't know. Unless you're cooking up something, you're going to maybe trade for another physical forward. But the fact that you have 4 goaltenders on the roster right now, and you don't have a consistent face-off guy. But Brad McCulley's the player that gets traded. I don't understand it. Brad, good luck on your future endeavors. Welcome back home. Vancouver fans, you got a good one. Buffalo, right before the Rochester game, we're going to do a preview of that either tonight or tomorrow as well. But I just don't understand the move. I really don't. If you have any other thoughts, you can leave them in the comments below. This is my opinion, so just be respectful on it, because I've been seeing a lot of hate comments on Facebook and Twitter. Or some arguing already, but I'm just giving you my thoughts. So if you have anything else, let's just have a polite conversation in the comments. Brad McCulley, tip my cap, except it's spun behind me. Tip my cap to you. Good luck in Vancouver.